So there's all those kind of things that are going on in these cards here, you see. So we'll look at the future cards now, and these are the ones here. And, wow, yes, okay. Now what strikes me most about these cards, first of all, is that you have two aces here. This is the Ace of Cups, and this is the Ace of Discs. And the Ace of Discs, the two aces always mean a move, either of home or work or both. So this shows that you are going to change your life and do other things. And you have the Princess of Cups next to it, and that can be, the Princess of Cups represents dreams and aspirations, things you've always wanted to do, you know. So it's a very good sign for achieving those dreams in your life as well, you see. So it may well be, this card here relates to Aquarius, so which is in February, so maybe something's happened just very recently in the last month or so that's giving you that kind of vision that you can do these things. But the way forward may well be, it is to sort of just take stock of life and just take it easy a bit and just think about things. Not too much, because if you think too much you're not doing anything if you're not careful, because the more you think, the more you can find problems to deal with. And out of this, you have this energy, this is a healing card as well, and you go on, you count 4 from this direction, 2, 3, 4, the Knight of Wands, and this is a man who wants to get on and do things and change his life as well. And he may well do it not knowing quite why he wants to do it or what he's doing it for, but because you have futility, which is the card that says, why am I doing this? And sometimes you do things knowing you have to do it, but not knowing why you have to do it. And he goes on to the Judgment card, the Aeon card, which represents the resolution of things. There's things he can move on from himself. And this goes on to the Devil card. In this context, the Devil is more to do with work and career and the whole kind of the greasy pole of moving up and everything else. So it's him seeing clearly where he wants to go in life and how he wants to do it. So it might be your partner who's changing his life, or it may be you, or it could be both of you in some sort of form, you see. But it's generally a good kind of sign that will happen. And we count, so we're going on to this card here, and we count 12 because it's Capricorn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2 of Wands. This kind of confirms the idea because you have the Valor card. And that's very much like the Knights of the Holy Grail on their quest, and they know their direction in life, and this is what they really want to do. And the 2 of Wands is dominion, it's controlling your space. So you're kind of controlling a space, you know, in what you want to do and how you want to do it. This is me, this is where I want to be. And the 6 of Discs is success. So it shows you've got the kind of idea of the financial kind of backing or whatever to achieve the things that you want to do. You see. So in the worries part, it's like, it ain't going to work. Why am I bothering? Get a job at Walmart or something like that, you know. And this is more, yeah, I will know what I want. I will know how to do it, and I will have the funds. I can sort those things out to achieve those things at the same time. You see, because you count. This is 2, so we count 2, 1, 2, onto the 6 of Discs, which is success. You see. So then, and that's very much through your own efforts. All the 6s are to do with your own efforts. You have to do it yourself. It's the old story. If you want it done properly, you've got to do it yourself. Yeah. Or when you know this. And so you count 6 from this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, we hit the 7 of Swords. So there can be a little bit of wobble on this sometimes. It's like unclear, I'm not quite sure about my partner, but it generally kind of shows a good kind of energy to do that. And that's 7, so we count 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's that first card I mentioned, the Ace of Cups, which is very much your dreams card, you see. So there's a little bit of a wobble in here as well. It's almost like you can get caught up in emotions. It doesn't feel right, or should it feel right, or should it feel like this, and all these sort of things. So on the one hand you have the 6 of Cups, which is pleasure. It's like, I can really be happy here. There's also the fear that it could go wrong, or I might not like it, or he won't like it, or something, you know. So there's that kind of mixed pleasure and pain kind of thing. I'm enjoying myself, oh my God, any second it'll be taken from me, and I'll be in misery, you know. But it's overcoming that kind of bouncing up and down a bit to achieve the things that you want to do. It can also mean cruelty. A lot of tarot readers get frightened about this card. Within this context, it's actually understanding what it is that causes me upset, so that you can either deal with it or not have to go through that again. You see what I mean? So it's understanding why you're not happy as you could be, or something like that. You see? If you understand those things, then you don't have to go through them, do you? You see? So the Nine of Swords, we count 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And there he is. So it is very much, again, you know, this is almost like an iterative process. You go through each time, we're getting clearer and clearer and understanding things better. And so it is very much to do with him back onto career and everything else, you see, which is where we've been through. So it's almost like a spiral that you're going through, going up and up and up, dealing with things and finding new levels to be able to work upon each time. So it's not, sometimes it might feel like Groundhog Day, I've been here before, but you've got to that point again, further up, so you've got a better vision of things as well, you see, so you can deal with them in a different way that takes you on to the next thing. Of course, you know, sometimes, because people have to go through things several times in their life, you know, situations, and each time they get clearer, or you may think, well, the last time this happened, it took me 6 months to get over. Now it's only taken a week. You know, the intensity of feeling was there, but it hasn't pulled me down. And I've just recovered quicker, or we've got over this quicker or something, or we've seen some new angle to go on as well, you see. So all the work that you've done up till now, in this area here, and all this aspiration, shows that you can achieve those things, and it shows that you can work together through this as well, you see. So it's not just an individual on your own, you can do it in partnership in some way to achieve the new things that go with it, you see. So, have you got any questions?
No, I'm thinking I can really relate to this, because it seems like whenever an issue comes up which is a struggle between my husband and me, it's like learning all over again what we're butting our heads against and how to resolve it, how to grow over it, how to move forward. So I can really relate to this. And even though we do run into, okay, here it is again. I do suppose that I do take for granted that there's progress, and sometimes I don't know why we're continuing to work on the same thing. Well, but it feels like we definitely are, and I do feel like he's coming along. When you said you may not know why you're working on something, but you're working on it, I think that's how he feels.
I think in spiritual terms, we're always given the best tools for the job. We just don't realise it sometimes. You know, the people that challenge us are the best ones that can help us learn about ourselves and move on. And
I think it must be so.
And of course, people don't work at the same speed either, or progress at the same speed.
No, we don't.
But that may well be because you've got to learn patience sometimes too, you know, or he's got to be able to understand that the woman can lead on this as well. You don't know necessarily the reasons why you're going through these things, it's just that you have to go through them. And it is very much an emotional cleansing that is going on here, because the way the cards are, we have 2 earth cards, a fire and an air card, so the emotions are a little bit not so clear on these cards. But these cards here definitely, if I was a lesser tarot reader, I'd be very worried about these cards here, because you have the 3 of Swords, which is a negative card, it's sickness and illness, next to the 5 of Coins, which is worry, and the 9 of Swords is a very challenging card as well. So you think there's more bad than good here. But actually, the way the cards feel and everything else, it shows you better understanding those difficult aspects of emotions and feelings, and working through them, and strengthening yourself and understanding the limitations of feelings or whatever that's going on, so you can move things through much quicker. But the interesting thing is the 4 of Swords is truce. And you know, a truce is an agreement not to argue or kind of have issues over things. It's finding a way of working together, even if you don't exactly agree. You know, and it's just that kind of pulling together of things as well. So it's a big journey. It's a big journey. But I mean, you know, the 4 there and the 4 there shows that you're establishing something that you can build upon and use in other aspects of life. You have the 4 here too, so your 4s are very strong in these cards, and it is very much about building a very strong base to things.